Hello, everybody. It's not really morning; it's more like late afternoon. So this is a day after I posted the most recent podcast, the Happy New Year one, and we've got one of the babies settled nicely there. Agita settled nicely there. I was just having a afternoon nap on the bed, and we've got the other baby here drinking water. Well, the news is yesterday after posting the Happy New Year podcast and picking the devil tarot card. I stayed in with the kids. I watched some streaming shows, and I kind of had enough of the morning show when they found another one, on Apple. So I've just been I was and I had some of the leftover food from the day before, the pasta, and fed the kids. Had a just quiet evening at home with the kids, and I was just regaining my balance, made a journal entry, stuff like that, and then. At night, babies settled on the bed with me. Agita was on the bed for a while, and then Agita got up, and then babies were on the bed, and had a nice night with the kids, as usual these days. Get up in the morning, and I tried calling my parents, and I tried calling yesterday, and couldn't get through, and this time I got a line, and just before, someone was passing the phone to my father, and then some woman, some family friend who I haven't seen in like 40 years, grabs the phone. And I have this policy that I don't speak to people. I don't speak to family, except for my 3 relatives here. And the family friends, my parents' family friends, I have nothing to do with. I've cut all ties. But this person, we knew her like 42, 43 years ago, and a little bit older than I am, and I think their mother passed a couple of years ago. So this woman grabs the phone and goes, "Oh, you remember me?" And I go, "Yeah, of course I remember you. I'm not senile yet. I do remember you." And then she goes, "Oh, you should come visit India. You should come." That's a trigger for me, and I'm like going, "Listen, I don't want to talk to you. Fuck off." I'm like going, don't tell me what I should do. And I don't. I have my reasons. And if you visit my parents and you're friends with them, you should know this. Why the fuck are you telling me to visit India? I hate India, and I have nothing to do with people like you there. And I talk to my parents, and but I've got nothing, and I don't fly. He said, "You should also know that I don't fly." And I was like, "Give me up, get off the phone. I didn't call to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't talk to people like you. Give the phone to my father now." So you know what happened? It was a Drama Llama. So I told my friend afterwards, I said, the Drama Llama was running around this morning, so we got the Drama Llama. The one, he was like, this one, And another friend of mine has seen my local cat rescue friend is catching up on the podcast, and she saw the one that with the Drama Llama, and she goes, "Oh, the Drama Llama is spectacular. The gold one, well, it's not gold, it's brass. It's gold colored, I guess, and it's facing that way because it likes to create. It's showing us its rear end. This is the kind of Drama Llama it is." So anyway, it emerged this morning, and then. She passed the phone to my father, and I took my father. I said, I said, my policy, and he does. My parents know the policy, and they go, he said, "Well, she just grabbed the phone," and I just talked to him a bit, and I just, I think I might have told her to fuck off, but that's just me. Hello, everybody. It's the next day, 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. Early evening, and yesterday I spent the day at home with the kids. Watch some more streaming shows and stuff like that. And today I had a session with my in-laws, a Zoom session again, and it went pretty well. I'm not going to go into details, but we went over some stuff, and he's seen all the podcasts, so that helped, and we talked about that, and just had time to work on a couple of dreams towards the end of it. And then I just relaxed, exchanged texts with a friend, wrote a journal entry about the session and some of the thoughts and directions and all of that stuff for podcasts, and the shift in the polls, what my friend calls formerly known as polls. So talked about all of that, spent time with the kids, and then I was going to go out to get some takeout and maybe go to Sobeys and get kitty litter and stuff. But then I just didn't have the energy, and I'm like, so I ordered food. I haven't in a while, but I ordered some Chinese food, and so I have ordered from them before because they had me on record. And so anyway, I'm just getting a shrimp fuyang and mushroom fried rice and shrimp dumplings. So, I don't have to go out. So I'm just going to relax with the kids, look over journal entries. I'm still doing my year-end review for 2022. So I'm looking through old entries. And then I'll have my food when it comes while watching. I want to watch White Noise, this movie by. It's based on a book by Don DeLillo, which I read a long time ago. Kind of, dark humor. I remember it being quite funny. So I'm curious to see the movie. It's on Netflix. So that's the plan for today. So anyway, so from the four of us, Agita, one baby, and two baby here, and the slightly lazy today. Feeling lazy, not feeling like going out. Nutty Professor. Yeah. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. I had my Chinese delivery, half of it. Shrimp fuyang and fried rice. So I kept save some for tomorrow. And I'm just watching White Noise, which is quite. It's really, I remember. It's pretty close to the book. It's I don't know. It's very dark humor, but it's kind of interesting, Hello, everybody. It's me, Nutty Professor. I spent the morning at home with the kids, and I replied to a friend's email. My friend who had the dream about me as a dog, and she saw the latest New Year's podcast, and they had a little drama in their family too. But fortunately, everything has worked out nicely. Everybody's sort of trying drama these days, but everything has worked out on her end. And she saw that, I'm seeing my analyst again, and I said yes, and there has been a shift, but I don't cover all the details in podcast, so I will tell her the next time that I see her. So anyway, or talk to her on the phone. So anyway, and then after that, I'm like going, I want to go for lunch. So the lunch here is open. Montana's is available till 4. So I got here like 3:45. And the big bonus here is I can use points. I can use seed points. Now from here I go to Sobeys, get some groceries, back to the kids, quick tidying, journal entry, and then more TV, and then maybe tomorrow I'm going to try to start, writing, non-journal about some of the later experiences, but we'll see. Anyway, so that's the plan. Bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm just on my way to PetSmart and then to Sobeys, and I just pulled over for a second here, and I just want to show my kilometers are showing 134,449, but there's a 444 in there. Now apparently because numerology came up yesterday, day before you, maybe not in the podcast, but with a friend in an email. So, and I think I've heard that 444 is supposedly some kind of mystically powerful number, I think actually it's a Christian thing. It's associated with some angel or something like that. But Nutty Professor doesn't do that. Wait. Anyway, everybody, it's a few hours later. I did some shopping at Sobeys on points. And I went to PetSmart, but there wasn't anything there that we don't already have. So I went to Sobeys, did some shopping on points, including kitty litter, and then came back, and I did a very, see, counter is, there's no used paper towel on it, so, and I vacuumed, very quick vacuuming, and, kind of cleaned up the litter that had fallen on the floor, that kind of stuff, semi-wiped the bathroom, so 0.02 out of 10 cleaning, tidying-ish. So now, and of course, the kids were watching while I did all of this, and Agita has now come out of hiding, and both the babies are here. One is not really hiding, kind of playing, They were watching while I was vacuuming and stuff, so we've got one baby there, the tunnel in our room, and we've got the other baby there in the corner of the bed. Good morning, everybody. This is a major milestone in our family because all three kids spent the entire night on the bed with me. Keitha went to bed there 8 hours ago. She has just been nicely settled, just, on her corner. And these two, it took a little while to, at night, they came and, at first they played a little bit in the room, and then one came up, and then the second one came up, and I petted them a bit, and I petted both of them, and I kind of, all night. They let me pet them. They settled here very comfortably. The entire family, so all four of us, spent the entire night on the bed with the two of them there and the third one there. I mean, she's kind of facing that way. But she's known that the babies have been here, just like 2 feet away, 3 feet away. And she hasn't got up, she hasn't moved to the closet. And this one is going like that, and then I pet his belly. This is amazing. This is absolutely, a year ago I could not have imagined this. So I'm very, very pleased about this. Anyway, I think today I'm going to start writing. With the babies are supporting me, everything is, the kids, all three kids, the family is now, we are now a family that spends the entire day together on the bed. Now, finally, this one is getting up in the morning when I'm taping. But, anyway, time to get up. Anyway. Hello, everybody. It's a few hours later. Got up. All four of us slept in the same bed pretty much all night. So, and I got up. I gave the kids their breakfast. They like their tiny taster tuna. And we got both the babies there. One is drinking water. And we got Agita here in her closet. So, and I just made myself a breakfast lunch of veggie burger. Rather than going out, I had some frozen veggie burgers with the tomato and jalapeno. Good morning, everybody. All four of us are on the bed, and we're on the bed most of the night. Got up in the morning, gave the kids some wet food for breakfast, and then went back to sleep. And the news is, yesterday I did some more writing. I started another, I'm calling it Tiresias. It's kind of, the part 2 of Dionysus. And it also comes from mythology. So it's, I had some options for titles, and this is a working title for now, and I wanted to stick to mythology, so I'm using, and there was a reference to Tiresias also in T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland. So, and just starting with the kind of the events, but from a slightly different perspective, and where they picked up after the last writing I did in Dionysus. So I started 10, 11 pages. It's not great, but it's flowing. So at least I'm getting some of the, it's going to help process. I'm getting some of that down. A little bit, yes. Some of the stuff is pretty intense. So yes, I'm not quite cravings, but, I'm going to be a little bit careful as I write, because I don't want to, as I'm writing out the details, I don't want to trigger stuff. There will be thoughts, but just kind of, I don't want them to turn into cravings, but I think we'll be okay. So I did the writing, and then I just stayed in with the kids. So I had some, I had some snacks, shrimp and calamari, frozen calamari I got, and fed the kids, and just watched, mindless series on streaming. And then I saw The Glass Onion, actually, which was quite good, actually. Hello, everybody. We got Agita there, and we got one of the babies here, and we got one of the babies semi-camouflaged. You can see his eyes. You can see one of the babies in the bed there. So, I did some more writing today. A few more pages, and a couple of texts and emails from your friends at the same time I was writing, which is kind of synchronicity. And, I'm cooking a vegetarian kofta, vegetarian meatball curry. So, as my friends seem to say, that things are, don't want to say anything, but yeah, there seems to have been a breakthrough. A watershed, as one of my friends called it. And things seem to be, a little bit more stable for me after all of that stuff. And it's approaching 4 weeks now, but still, I mean, in spite of insights and perspectives and shifts and other possible explanations, underlying third variables, all that stuff, still there were substances and other stuff involved that were quite addictive. So, but still, it's still one day at a time, but so far so good. So anyway, and as my friends say, all this stuff like cooking, time with the kids, and the kids spending all night on the bed with me. One of my friends said that's a big gift. So all of that stuff and stay clear and doing some writing. The trick again, as always with writing, is some of the stuff I'm writing about is kind of it's kind of hot. It's kind of a lot of details and stuff coming up that risk of. So far, it's led to maybe thoughts about that stuff, but not cravings as such. So I don't want to push it. When I feel that the writing is getting a little too close, I kind of move back a little bit and slightly further, slightly backwards perspective, or slightly distanced. So anyway, so far so good. Anyway, I'm gonna feed the kids first, then have I'm cooking the rice. Feed the kids their wet food. I'll have my veggie curry with rice while watching Netflix, something like that. Hello everybody, I'm at the Sunset Grill, the one not too far from my place. I've brought the Mini, parked it out there. Just keeping an eye to make sure I don't get a ticket. They didn't used to give tickets, but I think they started. But anyway, it's right in front. I'm keeping an eye, and I'm almost done. So, I'm having my usual eggs and, home fries, no meat breakfast with lots of Tabasco. It's like a half a bottle, it's not going to be finished by the time I leave. And then just drug mark for cola and back to the kids. And I want to do some more writing if I can. All kinds of more synchronicities with my friend out of Providence with the rescue cat, and my suggesting, my mentioning the working title for my latest, writing that I'm doing, Tiresias, and then explaining the mythological, origin of it, the story, and that the character shows up in Odyssey, but also in T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland. Then there was a synchronicity with a cat that she'd had that was named by the people who adopted him, Eliot, after T.S. Eliot. So then there was some synchronicities there. I'm not going to go into them right now, but I will at some point. But it links to my friend's philosophy, which I've been using, which I've kind of adapted, of preordained events, fate, and random shit. So we were talking about what's random shit and what's not. So it was kind of simple. Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm here on the bench. It's a little cold, but I stopped at the drug mart and then I parked the car myself, the Mini, because they don't give it to them. It's a manual. And I'm like going, okay, the sun's out, I might as well sit by my bench, which I haven't done in quite a while. So I'm sitting out here on the bench, but it's a bit cold. I didn't remember why I haven't done this in a couple of months. It's a little cool-ish, not super cold, but I think that's it. I'm going back in to the kids, nice and warm. Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, it's now the next day. Agita's very comfortably settled on her bed and had a good night with the kids. Agita on her bed and the baby's also in the bed later at night and pretty much all night. And now we've got one baby, so we've got Agita there, one baby here, and one baby here. And I've given the kids their brunch, and I'm just about to get ready to go out and have my own brunch with a friend, former student. We're going to an Indian buffet. So I'm just about to get ready and head out. So bye for now. I'll probably tape at the buffet place. So we get one baby there, and Agita here. Hello everybody. I'm waiting here in the car in the Pacifica for a table. They don't accept reservations here at this buffet place, but they have a wait list. And I checked the wait list when I left home, and it said there's nobody on the wait list, just come right on in. But it took half an hour to get here, and by the time I get here, it's like there were 5 people in front of me. So I put the name down, and they're going to text me. So I've just waited in the car for my friend to arrive, and he's coming any minute now. And then we can just chat a little bit outside until we actually go in. So that's what's happening. Last night, I found out that I did get a sort of a contact from somebody from other world. But as I said, I'm very important at this point not to have contact because even though everything is shifted and but it's better. It's one thing I do agree with, probably the only that I agree with. Everybody were here. We had to wait a few minutes, because of that whole waitlist thing. But we got a table. There's a very big group, I think, over there. But that's the buffet. I'll show you more when I'm taking the food. And now there's a new thing. They've included cold drinks and lassi, mango lassi, all in the buffet. Before you have to get it separately. But now you can get Pepsi, you can get mango lassi, you can get shakes, whatever. Very good deal. I'm definitely planning on eating the money's worth of the food. So anyway, I'll show you the food when we get closer. But there's soups there. There's various vegetarian, everything vegetarian. There's the bell puri thing, not my favorite. There's the hibara, the salad. There's dosas over there. There's pav bhaji. Anyway, I'll show you the food when I get it. Bye for now. I'm about to overeat. I know that. Bye for now. Hello everybody, here I am, Nutty Professor. I'm not going to show my friend as always, but I'm going to show the food. This is dahi bara. It's like a sort of... I paused because I asked my friend, what do you call it? In Indian you call it a bala, but in English, I don't know, a fritter, some kind of, thingy. It's a thingy, in dahi, which is yogurt. And then they've got all kinds of new things here since the last time I came. They've got a lot of chilies. And these are like really nice semi-fried chilies, And then they got fresh chilies. And they got potatoes of different types. And they got green mango salad fried. And they've got papadums. And it's excellent. So I'm just going to keep eating and talking to my friend. Bye for now. I'm here at the dosa station, and this person is making. See, this is a dosa. They do the batter like that on the hot plate, and the potato. Aloo, he's heating it on the side, and then when this thing becomes, it's like a crepe really. So when the crepe is like ready, he'll put the potato inside, and then he'll fold it, and I'll give him a plate. So I'm having a dosa. I told my friend I would have a dosa for her. Hello everybody, I'm here in the mini, and there's been some Drama Llama got loose again. And I was just running an errand for my parents, which involved meeting one of their friends who lives here in the GTA. And, this has happened several times. It actually happened to me over the phone last week when I was talking to my parents, and some visitor there, some Indian visitor, grabbed the phone, and I'd met this person 40 years ago. But this person grabbed the phone and said, "You should come to India and visit your parents." And that immediately leads to a fuck off for me, And I'm like, "Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do?" And I have my reasons. I do not ever want to go to India, aside from the fact that I don't fly. And you can't drive there, but the one time I went, it's just not that place for me. And, so there's really, and I don't want to go do it here, but, anytime anyone says this to me, it's an automatic trigger. And then this person was giving me a samosa and some tea, and I usually say no. If I have to meet somebody for something, some errand for my parents, and I usually say no. I just, I'll drop off the thing, pick up the thing, or whatever it is that I'm doing. But I'm like, this time I weakened a little bit, and he keeps insisting, and they're like going, "Come in, have a samosa, have some chai." So I go in, and then the person goes, "Oh, you should come visit India." And my immediate response is, "Fuck off," and I stormed out. That's what I do. Anybody ever says to me, and you should, people should kind of get the message. I don't go, I'm here. I'm like, I haven't seen my parents in 4 years, and I won't. And they don't, they can't travel now. But that's just the way it is. That's fine. But I'm not going to India. even if I flew. So I told him to fuck off and I left. I finished the samosa, but I didn't finish the tea. So, and he did apologize. He said, I'm going, look, if there's any errands that we need to do, we'll do them, but I'm not coming in for tea or anything, And he, so that's just about, I'm just really pissed off. But anyway, there we go, Drama Llama. Bye for now. Now I really need my. I had a samosa, which kind of spoiled it. I kept saying this freaking Indians. I kept saying I don't want a samosa. I don't want chai. I'm going to go have Kelsey's on my points. But they started insisting, and I kind of felt bad. And I'm like going, okay, I'll come in and have a samosa. And I ate the samosa, trying to give me a second samosa. And it's supposed Indian hospitality and shit, but I just find it very annoying. It's very annoying. So, and then, if I'm eating your samosa and I'm drinking your tea, don't freaking tell me what to do! Naughty Prof does not like being told. He should do something. He should go to some place that he detests. Fuck off. Anyway, bye for now. Well, hello everybody. Thanks to all the drama, I didn't actually end up having lunch. And I ended up, after I taped in the car after the, that whole thing with the family friend, I ended up, my parents' family friend, not mine. But anyway, so then I ended up coming here to, to Chapters, where I bought a couple more books, which I may or may not read. But at this point, they just kind of feel, I kind of need something to, when I finish the Irving, which I'm about to soon. And then there's the Montana's here, so I'm having chicken fajitas. My first food of the day. It's like 6 o'clock, so except for the samosa, which caused all the problems. And I could have taken my medication then, my diabetes thing then, but I got so caught up in the drama that, So anyway, I ended up coming here. I'm going to have the fajitas. So this has arrived, but the chicken and the pepper part is coming. They've got the fixings. So, and I can use my points here. And then there's a PetSmart just over there. And I'll see what's available for the kids. And then head back to the kids. Kind of, back to safety. Back away from, hopefully the Drama Llama is back on the shelf. Anyway, bye for now. My fajitas. Lots of hot sauces, so maybe that'll, kind of calm me down a bit. Food and I hadn't eaten all day until that samosa and then getting kind of triggered by that whole, I don't know how many times this has happened. Every time someone says you should go to India to visit your parents, I just tell them to fuck off and leave. Anyway, bye for now. Everybody just got home a couple of minutes ago. Agita's there, ready to go out. He jumped up on a chair, and one baby is here, and the other baby is here. There. There's the other baby. Hey, baby. There you are. There's the baby. And bought a whole bunch more of those pouches from PetSmart, in just by the Montana's. And there's the Drama Llama. It's on the shelf. It's back on the shelf symbolically. Well, it never left the shelf, but but the symbolic Drama Llama is there, so you can stay on the shelf now. And there was a bit of drama, but it's okay. I'm back home with the kids, so just going to avoid, family friends, Indian family friends, it's almost inevitable that they'll say shit like that to me, and then they'll get really pissed off. And it even happened over the phone the other day. So, there's a reason why I don't have much, hardly anything to do with any relatives except the 3 nearby here. But, sometimes there's errands and, somebody's taking something there or bringing something from there, and my parents and stuff like that. So I do occasionally have a contact with their family friends, and I usually just pick up the thing or drop the thing or do whatever at the front, and then somebody sends a letter, somebody sends this, somebody sends documents, whatever, so I just stop in front and I go, oh, I gotta go, I'm just gonna pick it up, I'm gonna drop it off, whatever, I don't want to come in for tea, samosa. One time I kind of, and that's the thing with Indians, they're so insistent. They're like going, you must come in for a samosa, you must come in, come and have tea, come and have tea. Yeah, I'm going to eat, I'm going for lunch. You go, no, you must come in. Okay, so I'll go in, and then, then I lose the Drama Llama makes a big appearance. Anyway, so if that's the most drama for the week, I'm doing okay. I'm still clear. All that other stuff is okay. And, and spending time with the kids, everything else is okay. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. We get Agita there, and we get one baby here, and we've got the other baby here, under the case, under the chair. Now, there's a lot of news here. I posted yesterday with the whole Drama Llama stuff, and I heard from my contractor friend that he is coming tomorrow to do a couple of small jobs around here. And I also found out that the vent, their building is doing a retrofit vent. Window vent thing on Friday. So all of those vents, they open. I never open them. There you have to really push very hard, and then you have to like slam them shut. And there's a screen in there. The gap, there's a little gap, but still, I don't like to have that opening. And there is a screen, but it's very windy. I never ever open this. Air conditioned as heated. I never open them, but apparently they're retrofitting them with better insulation and better units. So those whole things. So what they need is all the furniture moved 4 feet away from the windows, and it's every window. It's like every room, including the bedrooms. So every window you have to have 4-foot access, and they prefer that you not be home when in the middle, because they're going to each and every single room, and particularly with the kids. I don't want the kids running around and hiding, and it'll be really disruptive for them. So the plan is now. My friend comes tomorrow, contractor. He does a little jobs here. There's some stuff at the by storage that he's taking for his wife's shop, so we have to go to the unit by the airport. So I have to do that stuff. Then on Friday, they can't give an exact time. I have to talk to the concierge, and they said, you can maybe request morning or afternoon. So what I decided was I'm just going to take the babies and Agita. All 4 of us can go for a family drive, so that we're out of their hair. But then I said, when we're going for a drive, Agita needs a sanitary groom. I can smell a little bit, because she's long-haired and she's older. It's hard for her to groom, and the poo kind of starts building up. And so my friend used to come. It was quite an ordeal. Agita starts hissing and snarling, and not a very friendly cat. And she's like, she becomes a little possessed, and the Blair from Exorcist, and I have to hold her and all of that. So, I usually hold her in there, and I'm wearing bite gloves, and my friend is like trying to trim with scissors, and it's a bit of an ordeal. So, and last time the vet did it during an appointment, which was an ordeal for the vet. But the tech told me, he said, next time you don't have to book a vet appointment. A tech can do it. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be only the vet who does the sanitary groom. So I've decided to book a sanitary groom for Friday. The only appointment they had was at noon. So I'm going to have to talk to the building people and say, can you come around? Because we're going to be out, we'll, but anyway, we'll work all that out. And I'll get Agita and the babies into their cases, and I'll take them all down, in a cart, so I don't have to make 3 trips. And we'll go for a family drive, and we'll go to the vet, hopefully, And then she goes, you have to, because Agita has such a bad reputation, she said, you have to give her some kitty Valium the night before. Can you come pick it up? And and she goes, you have to squirt it. I said, I can't squirt it in her mouth. That's just not possible. So as I said, I'll mix it in her food. And she said, it might work, it might not work. But, the liquidy food, the tiki mousse, I'm going to mix it in on Thursday night, Friday morning. They're going to give me instructions when I pick up the stuff. So hopefully she'll be I was kind of joking that I might need some kitty Valium myself for all of this, the whole week stuff. So anyway, but on Thursday I'm going to go pick up the kitty Valium, and then on Thursday night or Friday morning, give it to Agita in her food. Hopefully she'll come down. once we get there, she said if she's still very aggressive and agitated, they might not be able to do it because the vet won't be there to give a sedative. We'll have to bring her again. And I said, okay, we'll make another appointment. I said, I'm willing to hold her down. I do it when my friend comes in, and hopefully she'll be a bit calmer with the Valium. I might, I'm joking. I might need kitty Valium myself. But anyway, we'll do all of that. And then the four of us, so the babies can come in and wait in their cases in the waiting room or wait in the car if it's not going to take long. Well, they can come in. They can, they'll be in cases. They can just wait in the waiting room or in the exam room, and then we'll go for a drive. We'll have once in cases. Even after vet visits, Agita really calms down and enjoys the drive. So we'll do all of that. We'll have a drive. I'll get some takeout food and eat in the car, and then we'll have a family drive, and then we come home. So that's the plan for Friday. And then we come home, and all of these will be retrofitted, and then I just have to move the furniture back. So that's the plan. And then I talked to my father today and told him about the Drama Llama yesterday. And we discussed how, he said 95% of his visitors, they ask him, why doesn't your son come to visit? And he goes, they just don't get it. And I go, I know, it's just, they don't. I said, it's sort of in the Indian DNA. They don't understand that somebody doesn't want to go there, and particularly to visit elderly parents. And I go, look, I've spent, years with my parents. We said goodbye. We knew that they were not coming back, and, we talk on the phone, but, and I don't, I just, I went once to India and I hated it. It's just not the right environment for me. And we discussed about that, and I don't fly on top of everything else. But 95% of his friends ask, why doesn't he visit? And then we talked about the whole Indian religion thing. And out of 1.5 billion people, well, he doesn't know all of them, but of his acquaintances, of everybody he knows in India, he's only heard of one person. There's an acquaintance of a cousin of his who's kind of famous because he was incorruptible, so they made him elections commissioner. But he's the only person my father knows of who openly has, identifies as an atheist. Out of 1.5 billion people, he hasn't heard of anyone else except this one person. I think he was originally Christian background, but he identifies as an atheist, So I'm like, going, it seems to be in the freaking DNA, this whole, visiting family thing and the religion thing and all, whatever. I don't know. I realize I'm stereotyping in name, but I'm just pissed, I'm overgeneralizing. But 95% of my father's visitors, practically everyone, that's why I try not to have any contact with Indians, because they ask me, why don't you go visit your parents? I go, fuck off. It's automatic with me. Anyway, so that's what's happening. Caught up to date. I will tape tomorrow when my friend is here, and I'll tape, during all the stuff on Friday, and I'll try to post again on the weekend. So that's what's happening from the four of us. This is an update. So from Agita and the two babies, and myself, the nuttiest of professors, over 1 month clear, even though it's a different kind of framework now. So from the four of us, bye for now. We'll keep you posted.